Hey everyone, I'm working to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I need your help to get there. If you enjoy this content, please hit that subscribe button right now.
What if I told you the New York Mets are sitting on a gold mine right now and nobody's even paying attention? While everyone's obsessing over the big names, there's a move brewing that could change everything for this team. Stick around because what I'm about to show you is going to blow your mind. Look, free agency right now is absolutely crawling. We're waiting on Bo Naylor to make his decision. Kyle Tucker and Cody Bellinger are still out there dangling. And honestly, it feels like the entire baseball world is just stuck in neutral. But here's the thing that nobody wants to talk about. The Mets have actually been one of the most active teams this offseason. Think about it. They went out and grabbed Devin Williams for the bullpen, brought in Luke Weaver, signed Jorge Polanco to take over first base because Pete Alonso is gone, and then they pulled off that trade for Marcus Semien to handle second base. This team has been making moves while everyone else is sitting on their hands. But here's where it gets really interesting. The Mets aren't done, not even close. And right now there are multiple targets on their radar that could completely transform this roster, including one guy that I guarantee you haven't been thinking about. Before we get into that, though, I need to tell you about something that's been absolutely game-changing for me. This video is sponsored by Kalshi, and honestly, if you're not on this platform yet, you're missing out big time. Download Kalshi using my link below and use code DIGESTMLB to get $20 when you trade your first 100. Kalshi is the largest prediction market in the United States, and what that means is you can actually trade on real-life events, sports, news, elections, weather, you name it. And the best part, it's available in all 50 states. Whether you're in New York, California, Texas, wherever, you can get in on this. For us sports fans, you can trade on game outcomes, playoff chances, player performances, all on a regulated market where you can cash out whenever you want. And with the NFL playoffs literally about to kick off, the AFC is wide open right now. Personally, I think the Buffalo Bills with Josh Allen are going to pull this off. The man is the best player in the AFC, and I genuinely believe we're going to see Josh Allen in his first Super Bowl. If you put $10 on that right now, you're getting $52 back. That's a serious payout. Remember, use code DIGESTMLB to get that $20 bonus when you trade your first 100. Now let's get back to the Mets because this is where things get wild. Everyone's been talking about Kyle Tucker lately, the buzz around him, and the Mets has definitely picked up. But there's something else happening that's flying completely under the radar, the pitching market, and this is where the Mets have a real opportunity to make some serious noise without breaking the bank. Zach Gallen's name has been popping up lately, and honestly, the reports are saying it's down to the Mets and the Orioles for him. Now I know what you're thinking. Gallen just had a rough year. A 4.83 ERA is not what you want to see. But here's the context everyone's missing. This guy ate up 192 innings last season. He's durable as they come. And before last year, he was legitimately great for a long time. The man's from New Jersey, too. Somerville specifically, which is right outside Philly. So he'd be coming back to the Northeast, playing close to home. This is what people call a low-risk, high-reward move. If you bring in Gallen and he bounces back the way a lot of smart people think he can, you've just gotten yourself an absolute steal. And the numbers actually support this. Someone broke down how Gallen has outperformed his expected ERA in 5 out of his 7 MLB seasons. You're really going to tell me that after one bad year he can't get back to being that guy? I don't buy it. With Ranger Suarez and Framber Valdez still sitting out there in free agency, it feels like everyone's just focused on them. But here's the reality. Both of those guys have their own drawbacks. They're going to be more expensive, and they come with questions of their own. So if the Mets aren't sold on either of them, Gallen represents a cheaper option who still brings serious upside. There's Lucas Giolito out there too, but he's dealt with injuries. And the Mets already have an injury-prone rotation with guys like Kodai Senga. They don't need more question marks in that department. When you look at the predictions for contracts, Gallen's right near the top of guys who aren't Valdez or Suarez. And honestly, out of all the mid-tier pitchers available, he's the one with the highest ceiling. The guy was an all-star. He was a massive part of that Diamondbacks team that went to the World Series. He knows how to perform on big stages. But here's where I'm going to tell you something that nobody else is saying. There's another pitcher out there who might actually be the better move, and his name is Zach Littell. I'm serious. Hear me out on this one. Littell doesn't get any attention. Zero. But there's a reason this guy was pitching in the playoffs. He's legitimately talented and completely underrated. Last year, he posted a 3.81 ERA. Now, he's not a strikeout guy, I'll give you that. But check this out. He had a 1.104 whip despite not being a strikeout pitcher. Yeah, that's actually insane. If you're not striking guys out, but you're still keeping your whip that low, you're doing something right. He put up a 3.2 WAR this season. The dude can eat innings. He's 6'4", 250 pounds. Just a big, strong arm that can give you consistent quality starts. Littell spent most of his career in the bullpen, but transitioned to starting over the last couple years, and he's been really good at it. When you dig into his baseball savant numbers, you start to see why he works. He doesn't walk guys. He throws strikes. He's going to challenge you. And more often than not, you're not going to score on him. His fastball metrics are solid. He gets guys to chase outside the zone. And yeah, people will hit him hard sometimes, but he's coming off his best season as a starter. And here's the kicker. He's not projected to make much money at all. The Mets could absolutely afford to bring him in without it being some massive financial commitment. Now, I get it. Some people will say, this is just improving on the margins, not making a splash. And sure, the Mets have the money to go after the big names, but if they don't want to commit to these massive long-term deals, and they want someone reliable who can give them innings without the risk, Littell makes all the sense in the world. Honestly, you could sign both Gallen and Littell. I don't think they will, but you could. My guess is they'd go with Gallen because the ceiling feels higher and fans would be more excited about it. But if you want consistency, if you want someone who's just going to go out there every fifth day and give you a chance to win, Zach Littell is the most underrated option on the market right now. The bottom line is this. The Mets are in a really good position. They've made moves while other teams have been sitting idle. They've addressed the bullpen, they've addressed the infield, and now they have a chance to add pitching without overpaying for guys who might not be worth it. Whether it's Gallen with the higher upside or Littell with the consistency, either one of these moves could end up being the steal of the offseason. And while everyone else is focused on Tucker and the big names, the Mets could quietly build something special here. That's the move nobody's talking about, and that's exactly why it could be the most dangerous one they make.